right, so now it's time for the next segment of Chucky's Talk Show, which is something we like to call Chucky's Discussion. All right, so this is something new we like to try out. So basically, it's a chance for us to interact with the team, but also interact with you guys at home. Whether you guys are watching this on YouTube or listening to this on Radio ShowBiz. I almost said Studio ShowBiz. Oh, man. But basically, this is a chance for us to kind of interact with you guys because, you know, we never know what you guys have to say. But, you know, it's a lot of fun. So you guys get to interact. You never know. We might mention it on this show. So we're actually going to start off with two of my favorite people right now. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, introduce yourselves, guys. Please welcome them.
Charles Tucker.
And
Zlata. I'm not giving out my last name.
No problem. So Charles, y'all know him. He talks all the time. Y'all know him. So, and then she's a new member of our team, but she is also a new member of our team. So welcome aboard. How's it been for you so far?
My head is in the clouds.
I'm hoping that's a good thing.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started with today's discussion. So I have some discussion for you guys. So this is actually a pretty interesting topic to discuss because we get to travel a little bit back in time to a very wonderful, wonderful era. The beginning is something we like to call the Pizza Time Theater era. So, because I would like to hear y'all's thoughts, and then I'm going to discuss mine. But we would also like to hear from you guys who are listening to us right now on YouTube or Radio ShowBiz. Follow us on social media, Instagram, or on YouTube. Feel free to comment your answer. So, what would you have done if you were living through or experienced the Pizza Time Theater era? What would you have done? Or what would you have seen? Charles, you can go first.
Ooh, interesting question. You know, one thing through the era, most definitely, and I think everyone at home would agree, is the shows. Basically, the shows that they did back then, whether it's a Krusty show, a Madam White show, a Harmony show. You know, basically, I want to say shows before the Bankruptcy actually came before. You know, the shows are really good. And for one, I have to say, and I know if that special person is watching this video right now, one thing that makes the show run great is the flag wavers.
Oh my god. You and the flags. Matt, what have you done?
well, you know, you asked.
Wow.
You're welcome, Matt.
He's gonna be listening to this. Hey, Matt. Okay, Z, you're up. What would you have done during the Pizza Time Theater era?
Okay, so if I was old enough to work, then I obviously would have worked at Pizza Time Theater because it would have been quote unquote trendy. And then also I would have tried to master all the arcade games and also probably analyze all of the PTT show tapes like I did.
As a GRA for the company, I pretty much almost mastered every game in my store, particularly. So I can see why you want to do that. It's fun. Like it never gets old.
I never got the chance to actually play arcade games and like master them. So yeah.
Yeah, I get that. But I mean, as a GRA, I kind of know like, oh, it's a lot more modern nowadays because there's a lot more graphics, there's a lot more gameplay to it, there's a lot more controls. You know, stuff like that. So the games, definitely, I agree on that. Because older games are a lot more fun, unlike now. But I mean, but the graphics have improved, I admit. But you know, see, you still don't get that nostalgic feeling. You don't get the fun. You don't get that fun in it like you used to.
A modern feel these days, which honestly makes me unsettled.
Right.
I would have loved to see the show, like you said, Charles, because that was really unique designs for a lot of stores, you know, all the stages, you know. Yes, Charles?
Oh, also another thing too, you know, speaking of which, besides the shows, with the arcade games, besides that also, you know, there's another thing that I would love to see during the era, is the ball crawl.
Oh, yes.
Which,
magnificent ball crawl.
did they call it a ball pit or a ball crawl back then? I know they used to call like a lot of. Okay, because like a lot of airs back then, they called like the something with a bubble bath or something, you know. But yes, I would love to see that.
You know, for the time being, there in the beginning, like only Chucky made special appearances. Like it was very limited. They didn't start doing like the road shows till like '88.
88, 89, yes.
Yeah.
That was the first time.
So I would have loved to have experienced that firsthand because, you know, it was a pretty rare time. So, because it was a really good show too. It was really good. I would have loved to have been there for that. I would love to experience it, you know. But I will say this: I would have loved to have seen the C stage or the rocker stage.
Yeah, like I said, anything before Bankruptcy were good shows, but those stages were good too.
Yeah, because I mean, I would have pretty much loved it no matter what, because the shows were unique and the characters were too.
I gotta say like this. I mean, I don't know how your audience at home would feel, but I think C stages were better than the rocker stage. Don't get me wrong. I love the idea behind it, but the lighting on the C stage was just, you know, make it more perfect.
The lighting, I agree with for the C stage, but you know, the rocker stage it has a different vibe to it.
Yeah, I see what you mean on that one. Yeah.
What were you saying, Z?
The rocker stage is basically P2T 2.0.
I don't know how many people are going to react to that in the audience.
Wow!
I don't know how many people are going to be watching this saying, "Why?"
What word she said out of that one? It's just.
Anyways, yeah. So yeah, but Charles, I agree with you to an extent on that one.
Yes.
But anyways, we're curious about what you guys have to say at home. Let us know what you think in the comments below. We might show it in the next one. So anyways, we'll be right back with more Chucky's Talk Show. Stay tuned.
Hey.
And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.